Hey, what's up, everybody? All right, listen. Let's talk about it. See this guy right here? That's Mike Norvell, the head coach of the Florida State Seminoles. I'm going to just tell you a little bit about him. He is a great guy. Let me tell you something. All the players that's in Tallahassee, they love him and respect him. He is a great dude. He gets along with all the players, you know what I mean? He's trying to keep everybody in line. When he came in, there was a lot of people talking negative about him, but look what he done at Memphis. I mean, totally different scene, Florida State, Memphis. So he come into a team that was in shambles. I mean, it was terrible. And you can't count that first year. It's COVID. Second year, hey, listen, we just had a few debacles, and that's just the bottom line. We looked over it. We're done with it. Last year, you saw great potential out of this team. A 10-win season. Awesome. Yeah, I'm a Florida State Seminole. Listen, I was happy. You know what I mean? I was happy we got a 10-win season. And let me tell you something. It's because of this guy right here. He has put together a staff that's like a family. Everybody loves each other. You go down there, I'm there for every game. I don't miss a game at all. And you just watch the guys and see the camaraderie that's going on in Tallahassee. And then you got Paul Feinbaum. I go on that show at least 3 times a week. I try to. He's real. He don't really like to say much about Florida State because the truth is, once we become that powerhouse again, like we're going to be this year for sure, no SEC team want none of it. That's just the bottom line. I mean, that's why we play the SEC teams, LSU, Florida. We start off with Alabama. We start off with Georgia. You know what I mean? So we're not running from nobody. But here's the catch. The SEC, they don't want us in there because they're scared of what we're going to do. I mean, we have a young, energetic coach that is just eye level with all these kids. I go down there all the time. And I'm going to tell y'all something. You better be looking out for the Florida State Seminoles this year. Let's talk about somebody else. All right, I'm back. All right. See this guy? See that guy? Jordan Travis. Let's talk about him. The number one thing you need to know about Jordan Travis is this. He is a playmaker. He's awesome. He went to Louisville. He kind of didn't like it too good. I don't blame him. Let's come back to Tallahassee. He sat there and he waited his time. Let me just tell you something. This kid is a great kid. He has good respect for everybody at the program. This year is going to be the telltale story of Jordan Travis. He is a remarkable athlete. If you watch him play, I don't know why a lot of people, that I'm reading about, talking about him, saying he's not that elite quarterback. You're absolutely stupid. Or either you're just an SEC commentator or you're just whatever you are, you're not a fan of him. The truth is, he's going to contend for the Heisman, people. You can like it or you don't have to. You know my motto, hate me. You can hate me. Haters bring people. That's what I want to do. Keep coming. You can hate me. You don't have to listen to what I'm talking about. But you do. Which is telling me I'm doing something that you like. Now, back to my boy. He will contend for the Heisman. He will pass for over 3,000 yards this year. He will throw for 20 to 25 touchdowns. He will run in 10 touchdowns this year, propelling him above everybody else. This will be your Heisman Trophy winner this year, Florida State College Football Playoff. Let's talk about somebody else. I'll be right back. All right, let's talk about this guy. Trey Benson. Another projection this year. Be ready. 1,000-yard rusher. Guaranteed if he doesn't get hurt. Nobody led the nation as yards after contact. You hit him, you ain't bringing him down. Watch him. Just watch him, people. He's awesome. He's a great guy also. He's a family person. He loves the camaraderie at Florida State. When Trayshawn Ward left, this put him as the number one guy. Hey, Lawrence Toafili, I get it. You've been there. I understand. Much love, much love. You're awesome. This will be our number one guy this year at Florida State. He can catch, run, and block. Just pay attention to him. He's awesome. Now, he will contend for awards also. I predict this. I said over 1,000 yards. I actually think he'll get close to 1,500 yards this year. So, what do you think about that? All right, let's talk about somebody else. All right, y'all know this guy? Johnny Wilson. Led the country this year in receptions over 20 yards. You know why? Because he's like 10 foot tall. You can't hold him. He smashes everybody. He smashes everybody. Now listen, I'll come back and I'll talk about our other receivers that we just got. The question is, in the ACC, who is going to hold him? Nobody. That's your answer. Nobody. Now, with that being said, we're averaging 6'4" on our receiving core. So, when you got 6'4" guys, and you got defensive backs that are 5'11", 5'10", 5'11", 6 foot, where's your matchup? You don't have a matchup. I'm going to tell you why. Because he's going to out-jump you. He's going to outrun you along with the rest of our guys. So watch out for this guy. Guaranteed at least 10 to 15 touchdowns this year. I'm calling it. 10 to 15 touchdowns this year. 1,000-yard receiver. If he stays healthy. What you think about it? Let's talk about somebody else. Okay, I'm back. You know who this guy is? This is Jared Verse. Let me just tell y'all something about Jared Verse. He's a beast. That's what he is. He is a straight beast. He could have went in the first round this year. But you know what? He didn't. You know why? Because he sees what's fixing to happen in Tallahassee this year. ACC championship and national championship in Tallahassee this year. Go ahead, haters. Get ready. I will respond back, and I'll give it back to you. I know these people running their mouth about Georgia, blah, 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 blah. They're playing a high school schedule this year. You should run through it. Give me a break. I wouldn't even be proud of that bull crap that y'all are playing this year. But I tell you what, next year, they sure stuck it to you, didn't they? Which is good. And they stuck it to Florida, which is good. And you know what that means? We don't care. We don't care in Tallahassee. Now, back to my boy. I guarantee this. Over 10 sacks this year. Over 10 sacks this year. Fumble, scoop, score twice this year by him. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Come to Tallahassee or come watch this team play. You will be watching history be made this year. These guys are for real, people. You can laugh at them. You can laugh at me. You can do what you need to do. But we're going to laugh ourselves to a national championship in Tallahassee this year. Laugh all you want. Be ready. It's going to happen. Watch, learn. Florida State will do what I'm telling you. They're ready. They're ready to fight. They're ready to win. Go Noles. Go Noles. Go Noles.